But
holy monoblade throttle body. Jesus.
132 millimeter throttle body.
Dang, that thing is huge.
Now just show them over there what the other one was. Actually, you know what? Just grab that.
Okay.
We'll do a comparison.
This is a stock throttle body.
So this is the stock throttle body, and this is Whipple's patented 132 millimeter.
That is a fat throttle body. I think it'd suck your hand in there.
It's paradise with a nasty bite out. In the dead of the night, teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control.
What's up, guys? Back with another video. Today, something very long awaited. Throaty Yodi talked about it on Instagram. I've talked about it with my friends and all on Instagram. We've been keeping it a secret for a minute. We didn't think it was gonna happen, to be honest, but the perfect circumstances happened, and as you can see, car's currently been being taken apart. You've already seen the reveal and the unboxing, or actually this is the unboxing video, right? Yeah, this is the unboxing video. So we're gonna be doing the unboxing, but of course you guys already saw the reveal we did with that crazy edit, but I hope you guys like it. We're talking in the future, because technically I haven't even done it yet, but I know it's gonna be sick, so that's how confident I am. But yeah, as you can see, we're just kind of chilling.
We'll show you what's going on here. So as you can see, we got two massive boxes. It doesn't look like an unboxing, but I promise you it is. I had to open both of them just to make sure nothing was damaged. So that way, if anything was damaged, I could get it fixed, because it even says if I do not open it and inspect it on delivery, then it's out of their control. So with this, I wanted to make sure that everything was perfect. So we got one box here that weighs 92 pounds, and we got this box here that weighs 75 pounds.
Oof.
So big oof.
Big oof.
But let's go ahead and show them what's in it.
Oh yeah. Is this the good box?
Nope, we're saving that one for last. We're saving that one for last.
This is just the installation stuff.
But everything is packaged so nice. I mean, as you can tell, look at that like spray foam. I mean, boxes are like sticking.
I didn't even see that box in there.
Yeah, like this stuff is pretty good. I will have
This is gonna be a job, but it's gonna be fun once it's done.
So we'll start off here. What's this? We got PCV hose, and it looks like other hose assemblies. Yeah, some sort of pump hoses, lots of different hoses.
Probably for the coolant pump for the Supercharger.
Yeah, probably. So we got a lot of different hoses in here. It's kind of nice that they actually try to bundle them all up together.
Yeah.
That's actually.
So I'm assuming it probably has some sort of pump, auxiliary pump for the coolant system for the Supercharger.
What we got here?
As most Superchargers do.
Oh, jack shaft cover.
Okay.
So we got that up in here.
I'm not even gonna pretend like I know what that means, but all right.
That you know that thing that was on the side. That's what covers that.
Okay.
Now, I know we don't really want to open all this stuff right now, but this I have to show. I already kind of saw what this was. I don't want to really take it all the way out, but...
Holy monoblade throttle body. Jesus.
132 millimeter throttle body.
Dang, that thing is huge.
Now just show them over there what the other one was. Actually, you know what? Just grab that.
Okay.
We'll do a comparison.
This is a stock throttle body.
So this is the stock throttle body, and this is Whipple's patented 132 millimeter.
That is a fat throttle body. I think it'd suck your hand in there.
Yeah.
God.
Right? Isn't that crazy? And I mean, it's got some hefty weight to it too. So you know, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's billet.
Yeah. Looks billet.
And then they include a lot of billet parts.
And it even comes with new bolts and everything.
Yeah, it comes with everything that you need. I think the only thing that you have to do, now I've seen videos, and that's why I was watching all this stuff. Some people didn't have to, so I don't know if everybody does, but you have to break open, which literally you just pry off these tabs, and there's four or six of them, I think. And you have to take out like one of the little plastic motor pieces and put it in here, but some of them you don't have to.
Do we have to do that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
We won't know until we actually open it up and see.
Okay.
Let's see what else.
As you're pulling that box out, on a side note, yesterday we did, in case you're wondering,
I got
because we're gonna be making
pictures.
roughly 730, 750 wheel-ish.
It'll probably be a little bit below that to start out with, because I'm running the 375 pulley.
Oh,
so
okay.
VMP said it would probably be close to 700
Okay.
right off the bat.
Well, regardless, that's more than enough power to kill your stock oil pump gears. So yesterday and the day before, we spent like 2 days tearing the sucker apart. Yeah, but we ended up going with the boundary oil pump gears and crank sprocket, the billet ones, right? And it was definitely a job, especially for someone that's never really messed with timing or anything like that.
Yeah,
Luckily,
I told Nick I was terrified of that stuff, but
Yeah. It really wasn't that bad, especially... I know he watches the video, so luckily Red...
Yeah, thank God for Red. He saved us.
He helped us
saved
out
us.
big time. And
I mean, we could have figured it out, but it would have taken us a lot longer, and my guess is there probably would have been a couple mistakes along the way. But with him helping us, thankfully, there were no mistakes. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that pretty much like what he does for the most part?
He just really does all engine work
all
most
engines
of the time.
and supercharger installs.
He'd like to do... I know he's done them before in the past, but as of now, I don't think he does it at the dealership because they want him to go to some class to go be able to be certified to do that. He's like, I can do it. Just let me do it.
That's,
They're like, no,
I mean,
you gotta go
look
to
at
the
me.
class.
I'm stupid.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
But anyway, that's as far as the oil pump gears go. It's definitely an in-depth install, so if you ever go to do it, definitely...
Make sure you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Or-
I mean, I still got to put them in my car, so maybe we'll make a video out of it.
Yeah.
Like a good detailed install, so you actually kind of know what you're doing.
Yeah, and if you don't know what you're doing, because like I said, it's like Nick said too, it's very detailed. You have to time, everything. If you don't know what you're doing, either find somebody that does or just pay somebody to do it, because that is something that
that's
you do
something
not
you could destroy your
want
engine
to
on.
mess up.
Yes.
That'll blow your whole motor.
If you mess up the timing, it will seriously cook
Yeah.
your shit, and it's
Yeah.
easily
Then-
an $8,000 engine.
Then you're gonna be
so-
buying a whole new motor, and
Yeah.
that's not gonna be good.
But yeah, that's really as far as the oil pump gears goes. I just wanted to throw that in there in case people were wondering, since we're throwing another, what, like 200 horse to it? Because it's got like
At least. Yeah, at least.
maybe 250.
Probably.
Touch.
I mean, it's probably somewhere around there. He said he didn't give me an exact number because they obviously don't know yet.
Yeah.
Because I was going to mention that too. I'm still keeping VMP for my tuner.
Shout out to VMP. You
I
know
know,
what's
right?
on that windshield.
I'm not wearing the shirt, but it's right up here. Don't look at the V.
VMP, if you're watching, he just does not love you as much as I love you, because he's just destroying your crap.
No.
Like if I had a banner, I'd rock it, but
I have one. I have another one I'm going to put on. I just haven't done it yet.
I'm just giving you shit.
I know.
Should we get a little closer look?
No.
No?
No, we shouldn't. But we can show the Dr. Pecker.
Yeah. And
Sponsor us.
more important than that, the beast out there. It's really bright, so I doubt you can even see that. There you go. Look at the beast out there.
I just tried to drink this the wrong direction. I tried to drink it and it was like sideways. I was like, why isn't it working? Oh, that's why.
But anyway, we're sidetracked. Back to the...
So we'll keep going?
Yes.
Cool.
Let's tear into some of this stuff.
So, this other box, I don't even know if it's labeled now. IC harness.
Yes.
So we got that in here, and then there's another little box.
The books.
Come on out of there. Oh, yeah, it's a good thing I
Ooh.
opened this.
That's fancy.
That's the 375.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get my face out of there so it'll focus.
Yeah. Focus. Focus.
Here, do you want to put it down on the table?
Put it down on the table.
So that's the 375 pulley. That's basically,
Oh, yeah.
I don't really want to say that's the basic one, but the one thing I did forget to mention, this is actually the Stage 2 Whipple kit. I didn't really want to go with the Stage 1 because the power to price ratio just isn't really there, and for the price that you have to pay to get the upgrade kit,
Yeah.
it's like an extra $1,500 or something like that, and I was like, well, I might as well just put that money towards buying the Stage 2 kit.
True.
So eventually we'll probably pulley down, but to start out with, we're just gonna run what they send us and just go with that. Oh God, what's in this one?
There's so many boxes. I just want to see the boosty boost.
So, in this box,
has a lot of staples. I hate those staples.
And of course, my hands are still covered in blisters.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was the one bad thing.
When we were doing those oil pump gears, the I wish I would have brought it with me. There was a bolt down like on the pickup tube down in the oil pan.
The pickup tube that goes up into the
I was the only one that had small enough fingers to get down in there. And Nick
the left
was
side bolt is easy, but the right side one is tucked in there. And unless you drop the oil pan, I don't know how you're supposed to be able to get that out.
That's probably the only way.
Unless you got little Skeletor ass fingers like Andy.
I'm sitting there spinning this thing, and I was probably going for what, probably 8 to 10 minutes,
probably
give or take. And then Nick was like, "Well, can you feel it spinning?" And I was like, "Honestly, I can't feel anything in my fingers anymore." I was like, "I don't know, they're just raw." And I pull them out, and there's just like this one's ripped open, massive blister on this one. I was like, "That's probably why I couldn't feel it."
Yeah.
So
what do we got in this box?
This, we have the 6-rib pulley system, as they call it.
That's a lot of parts. Do you really want to open all that now?
No, I'm not going to open all of it, but we got the...
Is that the new belt, I'm assuming?
Yeah, new belt. We got all the pulleys in here, and... Yeah, so, I mean, basic stuff. I didn't really... Other than the injectors, which we'll show you guys here in a minute, because there's other stuff for this kit that I bought that's not in the kit.
It's right here.
But... Other than the upgraded injectors, this is basically the regular Stage 2 kit. So, elliptical air tube parts box. We'll just kind of see what's in here. I really wait. Damn it.
Damn it.
Damn it. Randy.
Damn it, Randy.
Randy. I really wish that big companies like this would stop using staples. Like, what's the point of those staples? They grip the paper. That's just a waste of a staple. Oh.
You know how many staple trees they killed to use those staples?
I know, those rat bastards. Okay, so yeah, this is just part of the air box. Other parts down in here. We got the
couplers.
Couplers in here, but you can already... Damn!
God, that's massive, dude.
Damn! So we're gonna be moving some pretty big air with this bad boy.
You're gonna be moving all the air. You're gonna step on the gas and no one's gonna be able to breathe.
Now this is actually the cool one. I did open this.
Oh, you.
Only because I saw this and I knew what it was.
Without me?
Instructions. So.
We don't use those.
In here, I just want to show you guys briefly because this is one thing that's really, really, really good about Whipple. So, if you look, they actually include, move all of our snacks out of the way. So they actually include a checklist, and it's signed by the people who did it and dated, of adding all of the pieces and parts to the kit, showing that they're in there. And then they include a checklist for us to run back through and, you know, double check them. But the big thing I wanted to show you with this was their installation manual, because Whipple does an incredible job with this. It's in color, so obviously it tells you the pre-installation checklist, all this different stuff, recommended tools and supplies. And then we start getting into the instructions with some of the steps here, and it shows you pictures. Most of this is all just kind of like the breakdown process, taking out the cold air intake, but let's just flip ahead just to get to some random parts. So, I mean, you can see it's just so detailed, and it tells you every little thing that you need to do. I mean, it's honestly, they've said it's basically idiot-proof. Yeah. And that's a good thing, because that means that it's Andy-proof, in my opinion. Because as you guys know, I like to tell Nick that my joke was I'm automotively retarded, because I don't know much about cars, at least until I met Nick and we started learning.
Anyway, it even comes with a license plate bracket.
Sorry, Whipple, but this will not be going on the car because I have my tinted license plate thing that I want to keep on there.
You loser.
These, plus, technically, did you even know that in Ohio, a frame like this is actually illegal? Because it covers up your stickers. Yeah. I did not know that for the longest time. Now, these will for sure be going on the car somewhere. We got some nice Whipple Supercharger decals. And I saw this, and this is what blew my mind.
What is that?
These are actually raised 3D Whipple Supercharged decals. So if I wanted to, I could take one and put it like back on the deck lid, you know, where they say Shelby.
Yeah.
I could put a Whipple Supercharged logo back there if I really wanted to. And it's almost like the 5.0 right here. It's raised and it's 3D. I thought that was really cool. I didn't think they included stuff. Then of course, the maintenance sticker. Oh, here we go. The plugs are gapped to 0.28, so they're a little bit smaller than the other ones.
Yeah.
Minimum 91 octane. We're not putting that on because we only use 93.
We live in Ohio. We got 93.
Yep. Up in this house, we only use 93. So we got all this stuff in here, which I think that's pretty cool. It's nice of Whipple to include some of that stuff. I mean, that's probably why Whipple's one of the most expensive superchargers available for the for the Coyote motor, because they honestly go above and beyond.
Yeah. We're running out of boxes. Oh no.
We're getting somewhere now. Now we're getting into the bigger stuff. Yeah.
For you guys that are actually watching through all these shenanigans, we appreciate you.
Yes,
For those
we
of
do.
you that just skip to the end to see the Supercharger,
We still love you too, but just not as much. You're like the orphan stepchild. We love you, but not as much as our own flesh and blood, you know. Now watch us like have some subscribers that are like stepchildren. They're like, hey!
all those fuel rails are crispy. Bring that box over here. God dang.
Look at those. Whipple's own billet fuel rails. We have all the nipples and adapters in here, some O-rings.
That's crispy.
Yeah, let's just pull one out a little bit. That's got some weight to it. Feel that.
Dude.
Billet fuel rails.
I love things that are billet.
I know, me too.
They just seem so much better.
Wonder how sturdy they are.
Drop test.
Drop test. Watch me do a drop test. It just like, no. So we got that going on now, and then we'll just go ahead and do this. I don't know if I'm gonna take this completely out of the box because it kind of looks like a pan mask. But basically, this is
the heat exchanger.
The heat exchanger. I did not get the upgraded heat exchanger because where we're from, we're not constantly soaked in heat like they are down south. Oh, actually, it wasn't as bad to take out.
Okay.
But there's the heat exchanger. This is just the standard one that comes with the Stage 2 kit. Powder. Yeah, it's powder coated.
Yeah.
That's nice though. It's gonna help keep the temps down. But like I said, a lot of people might kind of give me some hate for doing that and not upgrading to the fans. But we're not like the guys down in Florida where we're constantly getting heat soak and multiple 100-degree days and stuff like that. We're in Ohio. Half the year it's cold here, so I'm not really too worried. Okay, this is where we might get a handful of stuff. This is just like the miscellaneous parts box. Great. Again, with all these damn staples, just use tape like normal people. That's what I feel like right now. So use a bunch of paper, but no tape. Okay, so
What
got
do
the
we got
thermostat. I was gonna see what all's in here. Fuel hoses, evap extension.
Yeah, that's just like a plug and play.
Yeah, I know what that is. Plug and play. Trying to see what this is. I know it's some sort of coolant thing. I think it actually might be for the blower. I think it's a filler neck. Doesn't say exactly what it's for, but
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. The instructions will tell us. Spacers.
More billet stuff?
Yeah, more billet stuff. I'm seeing a big piece in here, and I can't tell exactly what it is, but it looks like some sort of...
Is that the expansion tank?
I think it might be.
There's
Here we
oil
go.
for the Supercharger.
We got the Whipple oil. We got to make sure we do not overfill it, because apparently that's like really bad, and Whipple will not warranty anything if you do that. So we're gonna be really careful. Oh, this is the fun bag. All these different bolts and stuff in here.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to sort through a bunch of bolts, but you know what? Whatever. It's part of the fun. You know, you only get to do this if you're like us and you're not super rich and making a bunch of money off YouTube. We only get to do this once.
Yeah.
Intercooler pump. Yeah, this has to be the some sort.
Is that the expansion tank?
I don't really know what that is. There's like no openings to it. Well, we'll find out one way or the other.
It goes somewhere.
It goes somewhere and it's got nipples on it. So that means I like it.
All right, we got one final box in the box, and then we go to the big boy box over there.
We'll just trim this part out, but I'm just gonna put all this stuff back in here so nothing gets mixed up. All right, so we're on to the final box here. Ooh.
He's there.
Plastic air kit parts box. So this is where we're gonna have the new intake,
Oh.
which
is of course held in with staples.
yeah. And it just sucks because, like you guys saw, my fingers are all ripped up from blisters. So putting a lot of pressure on raw skin, pulling these staples out doesn't really feel too great. But
Yeah.
whatever. It's not the end of the world. This is worth it. Ooh.
I see a big old filter.
So here we have, this is just the standard Whipple intake. Math housing right there. Pretty much the same damn size as that JLT.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
looks
that's
like the same thing.
Exactly the same. So we got the filter, we got the box, we've got, oh, the gasket. Math plate, not really a gasket, but same thing.
Yeah. Basically what holds this in, because that's where the math goes.
Yeah.
Right there.
We got the feed tube. And then, of course, we have the box. Now, this is a closed air box. I know some people might say, well, why didn't you go with an open? This is what they said to go with, and it's what comes with the kit, so I'm just going to stick with it, in all honesty. Plus, I have another little surprise that we will share in this video, but we won't. You won't get to hear anything with it for a little while because we've got a bunch of other stuff we have to do first. So that's basically it for the box. Now, in theory, right now, I would show you the meat and the potatoes of this kit, but I'm actually going to make you wait for another minute, and I'm going to show you some of the other less exciting stuff before we get to, you know, the big old exciting stuff, because, you know, once you see that, you're going to skip the video, and then that's all you want to see. So we're going to show you the boring stuff first, and then if you skip, then, you know, well, you're the stepchild. All right, so these, we got some instructions, nice little card, injector dynamics. I don't know what all this shit is. These are the big old fat boys, ID 1050X.
Oh yeah.
Now the only downside is I had to buy a custom tune right away because Whipple doesn't tune for these. But it's whatever because I figured, you know
They
what?
offer it as a kit, and they don't tune for them.
I don't think they offered this. I think the guy I bought it through offered them and said I can include those upgraded injectors for this price. I think that's what it was. But it's whatever. Like I said, not a big deal. I'd rather plan for the future than plan for right now and have to spend a bunch of money later on just to be able to add power. Now I have enough injectors for the power that I would like to have eventually. So now we're stepping into this box. This is from VMP. So we have the plug and play adapter, and then I'm not going to take this one all the way out because you can kind of see it through here. The VMP Performance, this is a...
Booster pump?
Yeah, booster pump, but I'm trying to see the voltage.
Oh.
So it's an 18 volt output at 40 amps.
Okay.
So this is going to basically mount underneath the seat, and it might have to go up in the panel a little bit. We could route it into the trunk and screw it up there, but I don't know. And then through VMP, I also upgraded to the HP Tuner's N gauge.
Yes, this is the one I need.
You guys have all seen one of these before. You know what it is. Nothing too special, but I'm getting rid of my RevX tuner. I do like that tuner, but VMP said for this application of boost that I need the N gauge, which is totally fine. No worries. I wanted to get one eventually anyway. But at the time when I first bought my RevX tuner, they didn't offer the HP Tuner's N gauge, or at least there was not enough information about it, so I ended up getting that instead. So in here, obviously this is not the box that they came out of. This is a box I stole from work. So we have some of the information here about the boundary oil pump gears. So we'll just kind of give you guys some proof here because I flipped through these. Warranty information, record of assembly, so they're, you know, signed and dated. They show clearance and everything else, the serial number of them, the inspection and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. That's pretty cool. The boundary includes that, actually. And then of course they sent me a sticker too, so I already put that away with my.
I'm just glad we're done with it and I don't got to worry about it anymore.
I know.
At least for your car.
So then we also have the IAT sensor, or the IAT2 as some people call it. So basically, if I understand correctly, what this does is it reroutes the MAF to a degree, and it basically takes the inlet air temp from the air going down from the blower into the actual motor itself. Okay. So then you can actually read it like on your dash. It redoes something else. That's and this is mainly used for the tuners. I think that's the way I understood it. So we'll find out if that's 100% correct. I might be off a little bit, but...
Well, that's, I think, everything from inside the parts box.
We got one more thing.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Oh, is that your...
So this...
This is just something he wanted because his last name's Rice.
Yes. So this is actually, you guys have probably seen this on YouTube a lot. A guy named Sean Foster. I got this through him. Function. This is the sound tube mod. So this is the stage 3 for the closed airbox Whipple. So this one is supposed to be 75% louder.
Oh, so that's pretty loud.
Yeah. I could have gone stage 4, but I don't want it to be like retarded loud where I can't even hear my exhaust or hear myself think. So I just went with the stage 3. It was about $140 something, I think. Which isn't bad at all, but the nice thing is, I'll show you what's in here. This thing is freaking massive. I did not expect it to be this big, so Sean Foster, you are a total boss. I about shit my pants when I saw this thing. Look at how big this thing is. I mean, just compare that to the size of my fist. This thing is massive, and it even includes, you know, like the heat shield. I forget what this is actually called. Kind of just cleans it up. Yeah. You know, it includes all that with it, and
comes with a hole saw.
Yeah. The greatest thing, Sean Foster, bless your heart, it includes everything: razor blade, the hole saw bit, the grommets for the airbox and for the firewall. Yeah. The zip tie, I can't remember what that's for. I think it's to help with the install, to kind of tighten this down, because they said that you want to put some lube on here or tighten it down really tight with electrical tape to get it to squeeze in. So this is going to be something else that's going on the car. This, like I said, you guys will wait to see how this goes, because we've got quite a few videos coming out on this Whipple process.
Stay tuned. Like I said, at this point you saw the reveal, but
a lot went into that.
There's probably, what, 4 or 5 videos after this?
I would say at least. It depends on how long this install process takes, and if we hit any bumps in the road that'll draw it out any longer. Sorry, my hair's all messed up, hat hair. So yeah, it'll probably be a couple more videos, and then we'll do like the first drive video after that. Yeah. And you'll get to hear the standard sound of the Whipple from the first drive, and then we'll do a separate video and do a separate video with this. Because Sean Foster asked me if I would, I partially volunteered, but he also said he wanted me, he was going to ask me anyway, if we would make a video of this. So in the other video, we'll do a little bit more in-depth unboxing and kind of explain everything and where I got it and how you get it and all that stuff. And then we'll kind of show the install process, because I know it's kind of scary for some people drilling into the firewall. Yeah. I don't really care anymore, so obviously this is not a daily driver anymore. No. So now we'll get into the moment you guys have all been waiting for. This is the meat and the potatoes.
And I just got here not too long ago, and he showed it to me when I first got here, and I was like, holy, like in pictures it really doesn't do it justice, because you don't expect it to be that big.
No.
Oh my god dang.
Just like with the first box, Whipple does include this very nice spray foam. You can kind of see it down in this bag. Yeah. They include this very nice spray foam. It's not squishy at all. It's pretty solid. So I mean, it's protecting.
It's like the same stuff Ford uses for certain items.
Now I just have to figure out how to get it out of here. That's the tricky part, because it like suction cups down in there. Like, look at that.
Yep.
forms around every little nook and cranny. Oh, not yet. We got one more.
Almost there. And all right, guys, that's it for the video. We'll see you next video. Oh, baby. God, that thing.
You can get the Whipple.
Is it okay
on the
if
side.
I stick my hand on it to show a size comparison?
Yes. So this is the Gen 3 or
thing is
Gen 3 or Gen 4. I can't remember. I'd have to look. 2.9 liter Whipple Supercharger. This car is going to be Whipple charged.
This car is gonna let her rip like all the potato chips.
I know, right?
Like they're just all gonna be gone.
We will. This is obviously when they come from Whipple, they are mounted already to the intercooler. Now we're gonna have to take those off per the instructions and install instructions. So you'll get to see it a little bit better here. Once we take it off, you'll see more of the rotors and everything else. It's gonna get very interesting very quick.
Yes.
And now you guys on if you guys follow my Instagram, which if you don't, you should follow both of our Instagrams. Now you understand what I meant by there were big things coming that nobody expected. And just like that video we did driving your car with the last time with those gears and everything, we were saying big things are coming. Yeah, I hope you guys were not expecting this, because I know I wasn't. It was a very spur of the moment, last minute thing that just kind of happened, and that's really all there is to it. It's just a crazy coincidence that it happened. There was a lot that went into it, and now it's here.
Yep.
And just listen to that.
This car is gonna rip, guys. You guys aren't ready for it. Mustang Week 2019.
So, speaking of that, remember how I mentioned that I was taking spare tires? Those tires right over there. I was taking those and doing some burnies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna burn them like real quick.
Oh God, yeah. And I mentioned or like hinted that depending on how the cops are this year, I may or may not be getting arrested. I think I just upped my chances to, yeah, you're definitely getting arrested. So I'm going to have to save up some bail money on top of this for Mustang Week, but I don't know who's going to be in charge of carrying that, you or Nate, but it sure as hell won't be me, because otherwise I'll have it in jail with me and won't be able to get out, and I'll be screwed. So now you guys know what was coming, and we had to keep you in the dark for a little bit because, of course, it took Whipple actually sent it out really quick.
Yeah.
I ordered it at like.
Weren't you expecting it like this past Friday, and it showed up like Wednesday or Thursday? I think. Yeah,
it said it was going to be in on Friday, and it showed up on Wednesday. Damn. But even then, they turned it around pretty quick because they told me 3 to 4 weeks, and I think it was in like 2.5, 3 weeks. Because I ordered it. Remember the very first of this month. Like not the actual first, but the first week, the very first week of this month, and it's already here. So they turned this around quick, which is incredible. That's another reason why I love Whipple. They truly, truly, truly care about their customers, and I know VMP does too. I love VMP. Function. I have just always been a very, very, very big fan of Whipple ever since I was a little kid. I have never owned a supercharged car or even been in a supercharged car before, so
I have.
I've been around them before. So, to me, I've just always seen Whipple. This, especially if you think about the the Terminator Cobras. Everybody that upgrades the blower from the Eaton upgrades to a Whipple. I mean, now people are getting the Gen 3s, but Whipple has always been the biggest on the market too. This thing is freaking huge. 2.9 liter, biggest one on the market. Actually, technically, this is actually not the biggest one on the market now because Whipple came out with the Gen 5, which is a 3 liter for the. They made it for this one the 11 to 14 S197s. So the Gen 5.
I like the look of this one better.
I do too, because the Gen 5 is kind of like what the normal ones are for the 18s, where it's like that big flat thing. It reminds me of the Edelbrock, and I just don't like the look of it. But even still, it's only 1 liter smaller, or well, not even just 0.1. So I mean, it's not really.
So you're turning your 5 liter to a 7.
Right? 7.9.
7.9 liter.
But the
Is
other
that how
thing,
it works? We were just adding liters to the engine?
I guess. The other thing too is the big thing about the new Gen 5 Whipple. I don't know if you guys watched the live stream where Jared Rosen from Lethal Performance did kind of like a Q&A with him on Instagram Live. He was talking with Dustin Whipple. They were talking about the new blowers and everything else like that, future plans, you know. I can actually, if I really wanted to, I could. I don't know if I would need to upgrade the neck up here, but I can actually put the 150, because the new Gen 5 has a 150 millimeter throttle body.
Good God.
Mine is 132. And of course they did the new Cobra Jet thing, intake, like what
yeah.
John had for his. I don't know if it's any bigger, but they recommended that if you're gonna like drive that car on the street, to not buy that intake. Even Dustin said that. He's like, nah, it's not worth it to drivability with that thing. It's meant to race, that's it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe that'll happen eventually, but I kind of like this airbox. I like how it's closed. I don't have to worry about the filter getting all nasty. But now you guys can see, like I said, exactly what's going on. Got the nice little embossed Whipple over here, little decal.
But
it's gonna be crazy.
This is a very long unboxing, but there was lots of information we
I know.
needed to get out. We've been holding this inside. We really wanted to talk about it.
I dropped hints.
And
I hope that you
a
guys
select few of you
understand.
guys already know, some of our close friends and stuff.
Yeah,
but
some of the close people already knew. We couldn't keep it a secret from them, but for the most part, nobody really knew what was going on. So hopefully this is a big surprise to you guys. It was a humongous surprise to me. I wonder, you know, if any of my hints, or any of our hints, I should say, because we both gave hints.
A couple of you guys got it in the comments, I think.
I think they knew what we were talking about, but it's hard to tell. So if you guys expected this, and this is what you guessed was coming, let us know in the comments down below, because I'm curious to see how many people expected this. I know we gave some pretty kind of easy hints if you really thought about it, but I just want to see who guessed it. I'm curious. I know my hint probably would have given it away if I was the one thinking about it, but then again, that's just the way my brain thinks. I mean, what else are you going to say when you think, what does this do? It goes,
It goes,
except a lot louder and whiny.
yeah.
So I don't want to see any
I don't know
whining.
if you guys caught mine, though, when I was in the car. I was like, I don't want to hear any whining in the comments.
Oh, we're so clowny.
We are. But yeah, that's basically it, guys, for the video. Like we said, giant things are coming, as you can see,
we meant giant.
physically right there.
We meant giant.
As far as us starting this channel, and we're already getting close to 100, right?
Yeah. And the other thing too is, like I mentioned in the gear video, I haven't even owned this car for a year yet. Very end of June is when it'll be coming up on a year, and it's barely even the beginning of June yet.
Yeah, so we got to get started getting this thing. We took the intake manifold off, but
we were kind of hesitant about doing the install.
Yeah.
We were like, you know what, I don't really want to, but then as soon as we both saw the kit, we were like, okay, we gotta do it.
We gotta do it. We gotta get it done.
Because originally we were putting it off until next week, the 3rd and the 4th, and that's why I said you guys probably won't see it until around that time, which will probably still be the case, is my best guess. I don't even know if this video will be out by then.
Yeah, because the reveal's coming first.
So you'll probably see it around that time. We'll just have to see how long this takes us and see if we hit any problems, because as we mentioned, my car likes to be a bitch and give us problems. Like with the oil pump gears and that one bolt. We spent 3.5 hours getting out that one bolt. 3.5 hours.
Let's not
for
talk
a
about
bolt
that. We don't talk about that.
That is literally this big. 3.5 hours.
Well, like I said,
3.5 hours.
We get it.
I'm still
he was
mad.
traumatized, clearly.
I'm still mad. And I have battle scars.
But like I said, we got to get back to work, guys. So
we got to get this installed. We're going to try to get it done as fast as possible.
But so definitely stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of videos coming very shortly, and
you'll get to see this smile. Get to see this smile.
Then there will be lots of whining.
Oh God, yeah.
All the whining, but. Yeah, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Share the videos, browse the channel, You know the deal.
You know the deal.
But-
share it with your friends too.
Yes.
Because this is gonna be
Show it with your mom, dad, grandpa, grandma, whatever, whoever you want. It's fine.
whoever likes cool shit.
Whoever likes cool shit.
Yeah, whoever likes cool shit.
Yeah, guys, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.